Rattler, play action, under pressure, evades it, throws end zone, got him, touchdown! And Oklahoma has taken control.
He's the engineer of the train. It can't be Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. He's Spencer Rattler.
You're the quarterback of Oklahoma. I give the kid credit. He is not batted an eye.
He's a game player. You got to be on all our cues this game.
Robinson up the middle, able to break another tackle and another one. And a house call for Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Texas.
He's an insane football player. Bijan has been responsible for so much of our success.
He's just a complete player. He can run for speed, he can run for power. He's a tremendous route runner. He's got good hands.
It's no secret that they have one of the top backs in the league. They have good players on their side, but we have good players on this side as well.
Well, the top performance presented by Invesco QQQ is the guy you just saw there, Spencer Rattler. A week after getting booed at home in a win over West Virginia, Rattler completed 88% of his throws for 243 yards, 2 touchdowns in a 6-point win on the road at Kansas State. So we bring in Des and David here to break it all down because, guys, it certainly has been an up and down year for Spencer Rattler, who we all thought was going to be the Heisman frontrunner headed into this season. Des, I'll start with you. What do you expect to see out of him tomorrow against Texas?
Well, it's going to be an emotional game for both sides of the ball, for both teams. I think that you look at Spencer Rattler, he's been there before, but don't forget, this game went 4 overtimes a year ago. He's actually benched, but he came back in the game and won the game, so he's going to have some confidence. He's going to use his tight ends, too. Watch out for Jeremiah Hall and Braden Willis. These guys are tight ends / H-backs. Actually, Hall had 2 touchdowns a week ago against Kansas State. So I think he's going to start to move in the pocket a little bit more and use his tight ends. But I think because of what happened a year ago when he got benched and came back in and won the game, he's going to be confident.
Yeah, I think he's confident. He hasn't blinked. He's had a great season, by the way. Yeah. I think people have pointed to some of the lack of production. It's not the same team that he's had in the past. It's not the same team Jalen Hurts had. They're not protecting him. You watch all these clips. Nice little shallow screen there. Stoops getting the knockout block. He's been pressured a lot. He's having to move a lot, but he's got a lot of playmaking ability. I've seen him play really well this season. Last week, probably the best game of this. I think he was 22 of 26 a week ago, something like that. So Spencer Rattler is doing great. The others around him have to continue to pick it up as well.
Well, and he talked this week about how he has really started to develop the chemistry with his wide receivers, the other skill position players out there on the field. He said, you always want to prove somebody wrong, but first, you've got to prove yourself right. And that's the mindset he is going into this game with, just trying to prove that he is, in fact, the guy he thinks he is. On the other sideline, guys, of course, you got Texas, and they have looked like a very different team after Casey Thompson's first start on September 18th. Yeah, that's right. He's only played a handful of games under center. The Longhorns have ranked as one of the best offenses in the nation since he took over. His QBR of 85.3, 5th in FBS. So yeah, he has been the shot in the arm that Texas was looking for as he's taken over as the full-time starter. David, how do you think he'll handle the big stage right here behind us tomorrow?
I think he'll be just fine. You've seen his numbers. His numbers are great. Bijan Robinson can tote the rock, and he's a really good player too. But I think he's the guy that can do Sark's offense. He can do so many different things. He's athletic enough to move around, but he's got some swag about him. He's got something different about him that doesn't get rattled, doesn't get phased, and is going to spread the ball out to multiple receivers, move the ball. He's got enough mobility, Des. I believe in him. I like what he brings to the table.
No, I agree. I like him a lot. I think since they made the switch from Hudson Card to Thompson, Thompson's been just phenomenal. But you hit on a good point. He has Bijan Robinson. A quarterback's best friend is a great running back. And I believe Bijan Robinson is not only the best running back in the conference, but one of the best in the nation. He's just a weapon. You could put him out wide. You could put him in the slot. And when they played, when OU played Kansas State last week, Kansas State's running back had 10 yards per catch, Deuce Vaughn, 10 yards per catch. Can you imagine if that's Bijan Robinson against that OU defense?
That works well.
Yes, sir. In that order.
I'll draw that up.
Yeah,
I'll make sure that happens.
Yeah, try to take advantage of that mismatch. We talk about Thompson, obviously. He has led Texas to scores on 30 of the 38 drives that he's been in charge of. That is a pretty good, efficient
So you go, why didn't he
there.
start the season?
I know. That's the only thing I don't understand. I don't understand why this
Man, he looks
not going
good.
him against K-State in the first one.
Texas.
In the opener, man.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.